Silo. Hopefully I did this right this time. And considering the last couple times, I think I've started out with the mic muted. Hey Taro, how's it going, man? Welcome. Thank you for the bits, man. How's your evening going? What lovely corner of the country are you hailing us from tonight? I'm further in this than you are, I think. I think that's what we talked about. That's why you... Good? Oh man. Idaho? Boise, Idaho. That doesn't sound fun. Very further. Well, I'm sure I'm gonna mess it up, so... last time... we ended on a crushing defeat. We got destroyed by by the Lord Tellior and his friends. Yeah. I took the day off and been playing X-Bone all day. Yeah, I got you. You enjoy your X-Bone, okay? No, I actually took some time to try and enrich our characters' lives and experiences. No, I spent some time doing mock mental battles. I got us leveled up a little bit, and also did a little bit with making sure that, I don't know, making sure that maybe some people were in a better position for further on in the game. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. I leveled up some abilities, leveled up some weapons and armors and things like that. Nothing really too crazy. I didn't advance any storylines, so we're still on the last fight that kicked my ass. So, of course. But yeah. Here we are. Again, like, I don't know if you kept track of everything, but it's about like 4 or 5 hours that I've put into the game since we last played. And as you can see, last played was on 2 days ago at 4:48. So yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing that happened. But yeah, hopefully everything looks good to everybody. Hope you guys are okay. Quick save. Yeah, that's fine. I do have, by doing what I did unlock a couple of side stories, so we'll be looking at some of those today. Let me fix the camera just a little bit. Yeah, see, we unlocked some character story stuff, so I'll go ahead and get that. And I don't know if you guys are okay with camera being on the left or the right. I had been putting it on the right, so we'll stick it back over there. So let's see. Lionel joins House Wolford in a shameless bid to fill his coffers. Okay, we know about that. I assumed this is more, because I've been using, like I said, I've been leveling everybody up.
Hail and well met, my good fellow. Lionel greets you most heartily.
Ah, Clara spoke of you. Lionel, you say?
The very same, and in a position of privilege for which he is most grateful. A privilege that he would be most happy to share with the consortium, that it might prove to our mutual benefit.
Oh, a fellow man with an eye for profit, I see. What privilege have you brought me today?
A worldly fellow such as yourself has doubtless heard rumors of Hyzant's clandestine research projects, yes?
Indeed I have. Developing weapons of devastating power, unlocking the secrets of eternal life.
What if Lionel were to tell you that Hyzant has in fact created an elixir that offers everlasting youth?
I would be intrigued, and then I'd ask you how you could possibly know such a thing.
How?
It's a simple matter of logic. Think. Why would Hyzant hide the existence of so wondrous a panacea?
I suppose they want
This
to
is-
keep such power to them and theirs.
This is like that common argument of, well, of course they have this special thing. Why else would they keep it a secret?
Just so.
It's
The
such a
only
swindler.
thing kings and nobles covet more than salt is life itself. My lord is no exception.
What are you saying? That those you serve have procured this miracle drug?
Lionel has found himself welcome within nobility's most inner circles, he is proud to say, and privy to their secret
He's
conversations.
so manipulating him. He's like he hasn't even said yes. He's just like dancing around the question.
He also finds himself in possession of a certain medicine. A medicine he would be happy to part with a share of for the right price.
It's not the same. It's not the same. He's trying to dupe me. What's the money? He wants the coin. Hey, Black Diamond, how's it going, man? Welcome, sir. What are you streaming tonight? Arma 3. How's that going for you? Welcome, everybody. My name is Silo. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for the raid, dude. We're playing Triangle Strategy. Completely different feeling than I think Arma is, but... Oh, Team Fortress 2? Oh, no. No. Well, it's still a different vibe than Team Fortress 2 as well, so... But, yeah, it's good to have you here. Thanks for bringing in your community and everything. It's nice to see you. Dude, look, you know, as long as you're thriving and surviving, that's all we ask for. So, but yeah, you caught me right at the beginning. We just got here. We just started. We're in. If anybody is familiar with the game, we're in chapter 10, I think. We're doing some character stories. It's just a little background building, basically kind of warming ourselves up to the battle that's going to kick our ass. So just straight up, I'm going to call it now.
A price I'd be more than willing to pay for such an incredible elixir.
Learning
Do tell
about
me,
this guy.
What exactly does it do?
What doesn't it do? Its imbiber is blessed with unyielding vigor, unflagging stamina, and unmitigated vitality. Demand has proven so overwhelming that Lionel cannot hope to deliver the goods all on his own. He would be willing to share his profits with the right partner, however.
Hey, welcome, Zio. Wait, Zio. How you doing, man? I'm not reading your introduction.
Trust, then I see no reason to hesitate in helping you take some of their coin. Very well. Let me see the goods.
Yeah, Lionel is a swindler at best. This dude sounds like he's selling a bunch of ass. Yes.
That makes 10, who put their lust for coin before their capacity for reason. This is almost too easy.
Yeah, Tara, he is very much he is a crook, but he's on our side, we think. Maybe. I get to use him in battle, that's about all that matters. But yeah, he is totally selling something illegitimate.
With a few rumors and a respected name at his disposal, Lionel could sell these gullible fools their own shoes. So
See?
they're welcome to help themselves to this purgative. And if one or two of them is remarkably long-lived, then all the better for Lionel.
And are you content to make your fortune on the backs of fools?
Found out.
Yeah, you? How long have you been there?
If you don't like this one, then here's a different one. The blackest night falls from the skies, the darkness grows as all light dies. We crave your hearts and demise by my black hand, the dead shall rise. Look, it's not that I don't like them, it's just that you always do the same ones. So, yeah. You missed me playing Shipbreaker the other day. You meant to catch that one. I will probably play it again this Thursday. It was kind of fun, and it was nice and chill and relaxing, and yeah, I have no problem with playing it again. We finished Act 1. Hopefully we can get through Act 2, but I don't know. I think Act 2 and Act 3 are remarkably longer compared to Act 1. Act 1 is kind of the other one. Wulong. That comes in hopefully Monday or Tuesday this week. Honestly, what I want to do is I want to try to finish up this, RimWorld, and Shipbreaker and kind of get to a nice cut point, and then I'm going to dive into Wulong and have it probably be 3 nights a week. That's my goal. It's going to be pretty much a dedicated thing, just because I don't know how long the game is going to be. I assume it's going to be pretty long.
Since the morning, on Benedict's orders.
Your overseer is too kind. However, you may return and inform him that Lionel needs no protection. His work to bring fortune to House Wolfort requires the utmost concentration, and the presence of others can prove an unnecessary distraction.
Character took you an hour? Oh god. You guys know my rule when it comes to like character creation in games. If there's not a random option, then I will make it random, and we'll just go with that. And then whatever character that we come out with is going to be best. I don't try to personalize them. If I try to like, because I did play the demo and I tried like personalizing my demo character and they came out looking really funky, which apparently I have no eyeball for character creation in those type of situations. So it's kind of like, yeah, just let the game randomize a look and be fine with it. Maybe change a few things here and there. That does bring up the question though, because when we do play, I'm pretty sure there's going to be an even mix as far as who would prefer dubs versus subs. So, we'll see how that one goes. That's pretty good custom. Well, yeah, it is. They have lots of customization options, but unfortunately, like, I'm just absolutely terrible at doing them. Absolutely terrible. No matter what I do, the person always looks lopsided. Dub is okay, but the cadence is so bad of the inflection. Honestly, the only reason why I would consider doing dubs is because if anybody watches in kind of a lurkish type mode where they want to hear what's going on without actually hey. Aw, thanks.
Lurking Habibi.
Aw, thank you, Sriracha. Thank you for the resub and everything. 14 months, thank you for that. Dub is really excited. And the flat at the same time, it's so weird. Like I said, the only reason for doing dub would be for like people who were watching and lurking kind of, or more for the people who are lurking than the people who are watching, because that's my thing, is if you don't understand the language well enough, then it's like you really got to dive into being able to read the subtitles. And that can get a little bit awkward, especially if anybody's watching on a phone or they're, a smaller screen. It's just, it's really difficult at times, and so I may have to. I'm really kind of torn, because part of me wants to be kind of semi-purist about it, but some of me is kind of like I want to be kind of practical as well. And that's a whole weird feeling all on its own. Alright, let's see what Piccoletta has.
Wow.
The stars are so pretty. They're always so bright, no matter where I go.
You were in a circus, right, Piccoletta?
To that effect, the whatever this is weird too. I'm pretty sure that this is not the original voice acting that went along with it, but yeah, it's weird.
Yep. We performed in all kinds of places together. The people in the circus were from all over too. There were people from Glenbrook, people from Hyzant. But when the war started, the circus broke up. Our circus master was from Esfrost, and he said he had to go and fight for his country. Even the poor animals were all taken away. They were like my family.
Piccoletta is a fitting name for a clown. I actually have grown to really like her as a fighter in battles. She sounds so bad. Yeah, she's supposed to be a kid. That's what's really weird. She's supposed to be like an 11 or 12-year-old in this, and she sounds way older. So yeah.
Piccoletta.
But I won't give up. I'll help you in this war, and then I'll bring back my circus troupe.
Bad voice acting. What more could you ask for in a video game? It's so typical.
I believe in you, Piccoletta. But to do that, you'll need to build up your strength. And look, it's almost time to eat.
Yay! Let's eat together again today.
Yay! Yeah, I like her character as a fighter. I'm glad they're giving some backstory to her, because it kind of makes things, I don't know, it makes it a little bit more sense-worthy. Now, this character, Medina, I really want to like her character. I love some of the aspects about her, as far as like her abilities. I don't know if anybody's gotten a chance to play with her yet, but she has the ability to use items that are normally like non-ranged as ranged. She also has like a double items thing, and her attacks by themselves aren't too bad as well. So I'm kind of interested to develop her as a character that we use a little bit more. She looks spicy. She reminds me of
By the goddess, if it isn't my savior.
What's her name?
I am truly in your debt.
Oh my god, she's my favorite character from Octopath Traveler. It's the merchant girl, but I can't remember her name now. Which is sad, because like I said, she's like my favorite. She has like the best music. She's got everything about her I absolutely love. And she reminds me, like, I very much think that they took her character and tossed her on this.
I remember you. I treated you at the ministry that day.
I feared it was the end, but thanks to you, I yet live.
No, not Octopath 2. Octopath 1, the first one.
I was not alone in treating you.
I want to say your name starts with an M,
I'm
too.
happy to see you well.
I hear tell the infirmary was overwhelmed that day. How fortunate the other man was Rosellen. Never have I felt more blessed to belong to the goddess's flock. Praise be the goddess. May her blessings rain upon you.
I do not mean to pry, but was that...
Yes. It is he who survived, at the expense of the Rosellan man's life.
Octo 2 be coming. Pretty sure I've heard this guy in another game. Remember, I think a lot of the characters are rinse, wash, and repeat. I actually have my copy of Octopath 2 in. I just haven't unwrapped it yet or done anything with it because I've been kind of hung on this game. I don't know if I want to stream it or not though, because I loved the first game, but it kind of drew out after a really long time. Started to really draw out and get a little bit long and a little bit in depth and grindy and such like that. I mean, this game can be that way, but there's a lot of stuff that I can do offline, which kind of helps.
Had we treated the Rosellan first, we might have saved them both. but I could not find the courage to disobey orders.
And in the eyes of the faithful, you acted in accordance with the goddess's teachings. Denying medical treatment to non-believers is certainly one way for the Holy One to breed loyalty amongst Hyzant's subjects.
Be that as it may, if only I'd had the courage of my convictions. The courage to give both their lives equal weight.
It is hard for one drop to alter the current.
So it is. Nevertheless, I wish to try.
Tressa is the name of that of the merchant girl in Octopath 1 that I absolutely adored. And she was amazing. She isn't spicing at all. No, she's wholesome. That's what I like about her. No, here, we'll go to the camp. Here, or roster. Here you go. Here's all of our people. Your spicy one is, Federica, because, you know, she's fire. I'm just kidding. That's probably a really, never mind. No, I think that Hasabara is your spiciest of all the female characters. Everybody else is kind of wholesome, and honestly, I think that's because of the character, or some of the choices that I've chosen. I think had I chosen a little bit more, being more of a smartass or being more practical or whatever, I think that I would get more characters along that kind of archetype. I know that the game kind of throws characters at you based on the choices that you make, so... Boo. Don't boo that. It's because I'm too nice. Alright, everybody is at level 18 now, so hopefully we do alright. It was bad last time. Let's just put it that way.
Come quietly and you'll live. Keep struggling and I'll slaughter you right here. What'll it be?
Who's in the cheetah print? I think that's Izana. She's a shaman that deals with lightning and wind.
I'll never submit to the likes of you. Cease your assault at once. Lord Serenoa.
Well. Tell me, Serenoa.
Lurk.
What do you hope to gain by
Thank you for the
protecting
lurk,
Roselle?
Shanti. Thank you for the 23 months. It's good to have you here. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Shanti's playing Clive and Bridge now, I think.
Mind your manners, Eridor. I stand before you as an emissary of the Saintly Seven.
So Hyzant owns you. Is that it?
In so many words, yes. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have some Roselle to repatriate.
You'll do no such thing. House Wolford shall protect these people.
So, you admit your betrayal of Hyzant. Get these traitors out of my sight, Rufus. Kill every last one if you must.
I wouldn't even spare them if you asked.
Stand back, everyone. Allow me to stay and fight for our freedom. Very well, but keep your wits about you.
Okay. This fight was rough last time. Remember, okay, so Terrawin, you know how you were talking about the, it's the Chapter 7 fight when you're in the town and you're trying not to burn down any of the houses. This feels very, very similar to that as far as, granted, there's no actual traps or anything like that for you to detonate, but oh my god, the challenge is amazingly difficult. It is, they totally took like everything that you've been dealing with up until this point and like just said, okay, I hope you learned. I hope you're well versed in battle times, because it's going to happen. I don't know what they did. I always had a deep prejudice against Highland. I don't necessarily have a prejudice against Hyzant, but I do have a question on, well, I don't know. I do now. I didn't until we got to the last chapter, and then it kind of unfolded, or the beginning of this chapter, and then it kind of unfolded, and it was like, okay, I'm totally against I'm totally against them. They're bad. Let's just get rid of them now. Let's get our peoples in. So I know from last time we are going to want some healers. I don't want Corentin. I do want Narv.
My magic is at your disposal.
Let's get these guys lined back up again. I'm questioning whether or not we keep Frederica in. Or Izana. And honestly, both of them make sense at this point. Huette makes sense. Hasabara can come out. I don't need her as a healer, but I want to put Picoletta in. If you can't beat it, you may have a strat that you can use to win. I mean, if we end up having a hard time on this run, I'm totally down for that. I recommended Archibald. Here's my problem. So I love using Medina when I can, and I've really come to like Julio. But like, I don't get a chance to use them enough. Not at all. Let's see, Anna's definitely staying in. I think I want to keep Frederica in. I'm gonna drop Izana out so that we can have more ranged. Okay. I'm not exactly okay with this, but it should work for now. We'll give this one a try. We'll give it a try. We'll see how it goes. Let's get old man up here. We'll have Huette kind of staying there. Let's see, what's our initial lineup here? We got some people coming in on this side, so I need... I'm gonna put Eridor over on the right hand side. And then we're going to get you up here. KK, how's it going, man? How's it going, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? What are you playing? What were you playing tonight? I saw it. I wanted to say Pokemon, but I hadn't. It was something like that, right? No, Rayman Legends. Ah, I knew it was something. How you? I'm doing good, man. Thanks. Yeah, it's a long time no see. Thanks for the raid. Welcome, everybody. My name's Sylokat. It's nice to meet you. I don't know if you've been here before or not, but play a big variety of games. We're playing Triangle Strategy, which is a nice throwback to some old school gaming. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been good. You did play Pokemon before, so okay. Okay. Love with this game and like the demo. Oh, dude, man, I played both demos that came out, and the actual full game has been amazing. So it is so good. Hey, Lucy, how's it going, man? It's good to see ya. How you been? You were playing the other day too, but you weren't playing this. You were playing. I wanted to say Ark, but that's not right. Lucy's a cool person. I've known them for a really long time. Oh, Stardew. Was it Stardew? Oh god. Okay, well, that works. It's just a chill Zark. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's good. I had money. I totally get Octopath 2's on my radar right now. I've got both. I've actually picked this one up. I pre-ordered this one. Well, this one's been out for like a year now. So, but no, I pre-ordered this one a while ago, and I pre-ordered Octopath 2, and I still have Octopath 2 sitting in its wrapper because I'm horrible. So yeah. It's just started a new playthrough. Dude, you know how many times I have started up Stardew and have never even gotten past like summer? I am so bad at that game. I get so distracted, like I'll play it for a while and then something else comes along and be like, oh, well, this looks good. I've never been too great at strategy games, but this one has been real good. I like this one because it doesn't penalize your failure. Like Final Fantasy Tactics penalizes your failure. Your people die. This one, if you happen to lose somebody in battle, they're not permadeathed, and that is amazing. That is such a good concept, and I wish that more tactics games kind of had that with you, or like with it. Okay, I am not too sure about this, but I'm going to work with it. I'm gonna put Arv on the inside. Can I move you? I can't. Dang. Alright, Picoletta, you're good there. I think we're good with this. You like perma there? You just look so bad. Dude. You know what? Everybody I know loves tactics, but I actually am one of the few people who probably did not enjoy it as much as he should have. I'm gonna do this. Alright. Get Q wet. I'm gonna have these guys kind of come up here. You like permadeath? Repeat. Fe? Fire Emblem. Awakening with 8 characters. I hate permadeath as a mechanic, especially in these kind of games. Although, I mean, unless it's like telegraphed at the beginning, then it's probably not that bad of a thing, but still. Alright, we're gonna see if we can do this. Last time I did this battle, I got my ass kicked. It was bad. But, yeah, I've heard a lot of really, really good things about Fire Emblem. About the Fire, like, later, was it Engage? Fire Emblem Engage, I think, was like really, really good.
Understand the situation in which you find yourselves.
I say that, I don't know this, but that's what I've heard.
Without our king, we are but dust, scattered to the wind. What can you lot alone hope to accomplish by fighting Hyzant?
House Wolford will not sacrifice its subjects for some narrow vision of the future. If history judges us poorly for having done so, then so be it. Our consciences shall be cleaner for having fought to the death alongside our Rosellan brethren.
Your pride and ideals cannot shield you from your fate. Kill them all!
Let's see, Engage, I've heard things, but if you want more 3 houses... Oh, see, I never played 3 houses. Like, oh man, I haven't played any. I haven't played a good tactics game since, oh, it was a game on the PSP, I think. It was called, like, I think it was called Popolo Croix? Or Popolo Croix? Something like that. It was a weird kind of off-brand game. Not your normal thing, but I absolutely loved the way it was set up. You had 3 houses for years? Oh no.
Time to work.
Oops. Well, here, we have Anna here. Anna will take cover for you. I have done my best to, like, really develop some of these characters. I'm gonna stick her right up here. They'll never see you're coming. Hope you have a fantastic night. Gotta make supper. I'll try to jump back. Hey, no worries. Lucy, it's good to see you. Hope you're taking care of yourself. So this is what
to do this.
Poke him in the face.
The hunt is on.
Poke him in the face. Alright. Raise your accuracy and luck and then gain one more command. However, you can only move once. I am just going to see if we can shadow stitch him into place. Yeah.
I will fight to my last breath.
Alright. And then...
We just have to keep fighting.
Defeat is not an option.
Alright, Sereno, I'm actually going to let him stay here and do nothing, which is crazy, but we'll... Anything to... You gotta get going. Hey, no worries. Lurk and run if you got to, or raid and run, lurk and run. Do what you need to do. Take care of yourselves. I know post-stream can be kind of a rough time, depending. You gotta unwind, so yeah. It's all good times. And thanks again for the raid. It's really nice seeing you. Uh-oh. Well, Eridor can't get anywhere.
Push on through.
That sucks. I'm gonna move him right here, though. So Eridor is kind of cool. He doesn't take any extra damage for back attacks, so we can make him do a lot of really cool stuff. Alright, Bow of Serenity. I can attack you. I can attack you and you. I think I want to go with this. Go here. And then I'm actually going to move him up here.
Time for some sorcery.
Alright. Narv. Narv is probably becoming one of my favorite utility type people, because he can... Not only can he do like multiple types of magic, but he can also heal too. So he's great for just in general making things like filling in a gap. Like you need an extra healer, but you need to like be able to still handle doing extra damage or something you don't want to give too much up. Perfect for that. Okay, so this is why I like Piccoletta for. She's got this decoy function, and apparently she fools all the characters because they always seem to go after her.
I must remain calm.
And then Jens is awesome. He's got this spring trap, which this is going to be fun. Spring trap allows you to basically put traps everywhere, which I think is going to be best for controlling the battlefield right now.
I can do this.
Slumber Strike. Oh, hell yeah. Even better. I want him to kind of protect this area, so...
Cool heads shall prevail.
And then Gila. Let's cast Haste on some of our peoples.
Make the most of this.
Splendid.
Excellent. So there is a boon, if you don't move, you can, well, if you don't move, you can totally, like, get extra turns or whatnot. I think you get, like, 10% per. Like, if I choose not to move, I get 10% for not moving and 10% for not acting. Oh, Anna. Let's come after the Battle Mage next. Move here. Yeah, see. Way to go.
This can't be.
From where shall we strike?
Alright. Let's come down here. We can do this hawk dive. This is like something I've been really enjoying too. This attack.
Hit the mark.
Prepare to die.
All right.
You've lost your way, young Serenoa. You risk sullying your house's good name in pursuit of some perverse sense of justice.
There were other ways to resolve this, Silvio. Alas, you were too blind to see them.
You dare lecture me when it is your head in the clouds. I did what a lord must do to preserve his house.
Silvio's just one of those characters that's kind of really slimy.
Ha! Who's next?
Ha!
This battle is ours.
Get wrecked, nerd. Alright. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see if we can't... Oh hell, can we just kill this guy? No. But we can do this.
Try this. Victory is ours.
Some of the best moves ever. Huette, I absolutely love her ranged attacks.
For my people!
Alright.
It's over!
Allow me.
Ugh, battle mages suck. Okay. We can kill that guy. Let's kill this one. So by killing him, Frederica, most of her stuff takes 2 or more. Battle power, whatever. TPs. Tech points? I'm not even sure what they're called. If you if you utilize her correctly,
Allow me.
you can have her basically like kill somebody and then get one of those back. Everything else that she does like costs 2, and it's really sucks. All right.
Let the show begin!
So you have this thing called Ball Toss, which apparently I cannot reach, and that sucks. Can I reach you if I'm here? No. Can I reach you if I'm here? I can.
Yeehaw! Hey! Such fun! I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Alright, so this is where we use Narv to his best ability. We're gonna use this for healing.
I can heal too.
That's the stuff.
And I'm gonna keep him up here because he's nice and squishy.
It's only a flesh wound.
Alright. Oh, this could be fun. So, we have a ram foe thing, which hopefully this does what I think it's gonna do. Nope, just kidding. I was hoping it would push him off the ledge. Unfortunately, it did not. Alright.
I'll give it my best.
Let's see if we can put another spring trap right here.
This is my way of doing things.
I learned quite a bit on our last run. Some of these guys do some really nasty, nasty stuff. Okay. I think I'm gonna just take cover again.
Shadows conceal me.
And then we're gonna get this bow guy here on the next turn.
Victory is mine. House Teleor will be victorious.
At last, you see what's at stake. Show them what you're capable of.
Vastly outnumbered in this fight.
You will not leave here with your lives.
Ha! Who's next?
Forward.
Okay. Hawk dive. Alright. I'm a little nervous.
Here I come.
Okay, let's see if we can't raise your accuracy and luck and then gaze. Okay, I want to do this and then see if we can't nail that one guy down there at the bottom, that mage. Mages really, really worry me in these fights. Ah, we're gonna bring him down to 2. Okay.
This ends now.
Alright, that's fine. That's also fine.
Just you wait.
That's not fine. Dude, why are you getting involved? That guy is awful and mean. Alright. Ta-da!
Time for some sorcery.
Okay. I want to take Narv. We're gonna come down here and get this one. That's good. Good stuff.
Allow me.
And then we're going to scorch the land of these little guys. And unfortunately, I don't think it's enough to actually kill either of them. Dang.
2 ashes. Where's your next?
But ball toss? It's so close. I'm gonna move Picoletta down here. This may be a mistake.
I shall do what I can.
Alright, cure.
Your wounds are healed.
My thanks.
Oh, I did not think about that with the dude.
Looks like I'm up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If I get a chance, I want to nail that guy with a with Hewitt. All right. So we are going to. What do I want to do? I want to kill him, but I'm gonna leave myself open. I think if I'm not careful. Let's do this. And then throw poison.
This'll hurt.
Just in case we don't kill him on his next turn.
I'll show you what I'm made of.
Let's see. Grab item or advance? I think we advance.
I must
Okay.
remain calm.
Let's go ahead. I hear cat. Let's do this.
This is my way of doing things.
I'm pretty sure Rufus there is going to turn around and attack the Rosellan, but
Prepare to die. May your legacy wither and die.
that may be just something we have to deal with.
Easy.
Okay. Let's go ahead and kill the rogue.
Perish for my kith and kin.
Okay. Oh, damn it. I forgot about this.
Silvio Tellior, we come.
He has reinforcements. We must outlast them.
Damn it. I forgot. Okay.
I'll fight them to the very last.
Ha! Who's next?
Yep.
Die, you bastard!
The hunt is on.
All right. I'm gonna do blinding arrow on the archer down here.
Battle is won.
That should help quite a bit. And our Rosellen buddy's pretty much dead.
Forgive me.
Sucks.
Allow me.
Okay. Scorch. Let's come here. We can scorch both of these guys. Or we can pillar of fire them. I think neither of those is a good choice. Let's do pillar of fire here. There we are.
Time for some sorcery.
And now, Sanctuary.
It's not over yet.
I owe ya.
Alright.
I've got it.
Narv has learned Scorch. Yes! Yes! Good times. Okay.
I shall do what I can.
We need to cure.
Be at ease.
Thank you.
And I'm just gonna leave Gila up here because I don't want her really getting super involved.
Time to work.
This is the end.
Alright, and then we're gonna come up here with Anna. Anna, sorry.
Let the show begin.
Alright, let's see. If I come here, we can hit Telior in the back. But I don't think it's actually going to do a lot of good. Let's go after the, this guy.
Allow me.
Okay. Well, so far, this is going a heck of a lot better than last time.
To victory!
Last time, I think we had already lost one of our characters, so yeah, this is way better.
I'll give it my best.
Alright. Springtrap. Let's go ahead and set this here.
These work.
At least now I'm not, like, playing reaction.
Prepare to die.
You'll be fun to kill.
Oh, crap. Ha!
Forward.
Alright, Hawk Dive, we can kill off you. I think this is a, I think he buffers people, or buffs them. So getting rid of him is going to be really nice. Let's bring him back over here, because I want to take care of Telior next, I think.
Darkness engulfs you.
Alright. Did we actually get darkness on him? Because if we did, that would be great. Okay.
My turn.
My only concern is what happens if we end up... Why is Anna regaining health? What did I have her do that made her get health back? I'm not arguing with it. I'm just curious. I think if you don't move with her or something, or attack. Alright, I'm gonna send her out into the field. And we're gonna have her do fun things again. And then... let's... no. Gila. No. Gila. Cure wounds. Serenoa.
Allow me.
Alright. There is a specific button. Quietus. Why can't I use my Quietus? I kinda wanna.
What a gift!
Haha.
I'll show you what I can do.
Alright. Narv can't do anything because of his horrible lack of ability to do good things when he's... everything he has takes 2 points. Uh-oh. Ouch.
It hurts.
Dang it. I'm running.
Victory is mine.
Oh, is he really gonna go after her?
Leave here with
Of
your
course he
lives.
is. What a jerk.
I must remain calm.
Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead. We'll place a spring trap right here since we know that that'll knock off, what's his face.
Oh, they ain't bad.
Yep, and drops him for 68. That's actually very, very good. Alright. I'm gonna hang out here though.
Here I come.
Alright. Let's see, can we... this is just to raise accuracy and luck.
Take that.
We haven't been having trouble with hitting him, so I'm just gonna keep on going after him. Look at these guys, he's back here, they don't know what to do. Alright, Anna, Anna. Okay. We probably are going to take our first casualty here soon.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Alright. Icy Breath. We could scorch him. We could just hang. We can Sanctuary up. What's Narv's health like? He's almost at full. If I come here, can I heal Piccoletta? I can't. Damn. However, if I stay here, I should be able to get an option of paralyzing Rufus. Oh, he resists it. Oh, of course he does. Okay. Oh God, she's not... Okay. Quietus. Restore an ally's HP by 50%. Okay. We are going to heal Piccoletta. So hopefully she lasts just a little bit longer. And then we will cast Sanctuary. Oh man, there's too much of a height difference. 1 second, I have to come over here.
For one and all.
Okay. My goal is to keep them alive long enough for them to be able to attack again.
Prepare to die.
Oh god.
That did it.
Alright. So we have the option of killing off Rufus, which I actually think is a better idea, because he's a pretty heavy hitter.
Time to end this. You're quite the challenge. This isn't worth the coin.
Very nice. And then I actually want to move you to here. Here. Alright, Frederica gets her turn back next turn. Okay. Okay, Picoletta. Let's use the quietest menu. Let's go ahead and move an ally to any location within 8 squares. If that ally is charging or casting, that action will be suspended. So let's actually move Picoletta to another area altogether. Where's a good place to stick her? Let's put her over here, maybe? I can't move her that far? Why can't I move her? Oh, I need to choose it in it. Okay. Never mind. It's like, why won't it let me? Okay, we good now. Alright, and then I'm actually going to use a recovery tablet on her to hopefully make her life better. Oh, that's a hell of a shot.
You won't beat me!
Okay. Let's start coming after these dudes. Actually, oh, where do we go with Eridor? Maybe over here? Yeah.
To victory!
And I should have done that the other way around. I could have gotten up a level.
I must remain calm.
Okay. So if he comes up here... So Springtrap, if we put the Springtrap right... Ooh... If we put it here, we can actually knock down what's-his-face if he comes this way. So I'm actually going to move right here. No, I don't want to do that. Oh my god, I'm dumb. He's going to bounce right into me. Shit. Well, that's dumb of me. That was really dumb of me.
You'll get no mercy from us.
I was trying to make it so he would be more likely to come and attack from behind that way. Mistakes.
You won't catch me.
Do you know how many times I've made, like, stupid little mistakes like this in this game? It is unreal. And because I was dumb, I don't think I'm going to get a chance to rectify that.
Prepare to die. May your legacy wither and... That was easy.
Time for some sorcery.
Okay, that's fine. That is not fine. Damn it. Oh god, that's not fine either.
I shall do what I can.
Okay.
Your wounds are healed.
The tides are turning.
Alright, I'm gonna move Gila a little bit.
Ready or not, here I come!
Okay. Let's get Picoletta and her decoy out, I think. Alright. Thankfully these guys are blind.
Ho-ho!
Now then.
Now we can edged arrow Silvio.
I saw through that plain as day. Impressed?
Okay, good. We got Sereno back. And as long as we don't get hit by lightning again, we should be in a decent place. Alright. So, okay, this is what I wanted to do before. We can take this ram shield and knock people off. Basically do extra fall damage and such to these guys. Alright. I'm gonna move here. And then we're going to put a spring trap right here, just in case this guy decides that he wants to come either direction. This is going to be fun, because he's going to hit it and he's going to fall down whatever this height is. Alright. Silver Dagger.
Yeah. Victory is within reach for life.
We'll do another one.
Sound strike.
Yeah, this is looking a lot better than last time. Sucks that Frederica kind of died so early, but sometimes that's the way it happens, you know? Oops. Stop it. I want to kill you. Oh my god. Come on. Blinding arrow on this dude.
Darkness engulfs you.
It's more important to, like, get rid of them than it is to, like, or get rid of their ability to attack next turn. Carefully. At least to me. Oh, this is the Rosellen. Hey, welcome, Rans. Yeah, it's the, we're fighting. We're fighting. We's gonna kill peoples. Hopefully not die too much ourselves. And so far things have been pretty good, although I think that was a mistake. I don't think I should have done that.
I will not fail.
Boink.
I'll show you what I can do.
Okay. Let's see, Sanctuary. Oh, this is good.
Just hold on, everyone.
That's the stuff.
That is the stuff indeed. Welcome. Heck yeah, Mordor. Wait, I endorse violence. Hell yeah, we do. Alright, can I actually hit anybody from here? I don't think I can. What about now? No. No. No! Well, that sucks. I could come down here. That'd be a mistake. Oh man. Milestone. Hey, welcome. Yeah, 3 consecutive streams. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. You did a thing. You did a thing indeed. Much appreciated. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do much with Picoletta right now without actually moving her. Let's just end her turn right here.
I shall do what I can.
And you know what, Sheila, you're gonna come over here and slap somebody in the back because you awesome like that.
Yeah, that hit the mark.
That, and I'm afraid of these little lightning sorcerers or whatever coming around. Whew. I think Pico gets better later on. Her biggest thing is getting a +1 on the action economy. Dude, I like Picoletta for several different reasons. Basically, she's turned into from a kind of a weak melee to a pretty decent ranged fighter. You know what? Let's kill this guy. Archibald has gotten better the further I've gone with him.
It's over.
You know what?
Into the shadows.
This is where Anna shines. She has decoy and toss at level 19. She's almost to level 19. Almost all my characters are getting close to that, if they aren't already. Everybody's level 18 or not, or higher.
Out of my way!
Here I come.
Alright. Let's come over here. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Can I still hit Tellior? I can't, but I can hit this dude.
From this range. This battle is won.
That was good. A good poker, yeah. She synergies well with Archibald. See, I really like her as a kind of like a controller in the fights. Okay, Spring Trap. I have also really loving Yen's.
I've got it.
I upped his level just a little bit, so now he basically gets to use his Spring Trap every single turn for free.
Forward! Death from above!
Oh, that's big, yeah. Did you upgrade? Yeah, Frederica gets +1 for sure.
Here I come.
That is a very big one. You gotta use it. Yeah, see, I said it so because you on his tier 2, you get to choose whether you want his is either his ladder or his Spring Trap to be a reduce the TP on it from 2 to 1, and I chose the Spring Trap, which, trust me, I think was the wisest move. You know what? I take it back. I'm gonna move Narv. I've got that Spring Trap right there, just in case somebody's dumb. Okay. Ball toss. Bam! I'm a bit concerned about these guys coming up there. Whew. Where are you at? We could... Is Tellior... No, he's strong against poison. It would be a waste. Now we're gonna come up here and basically play with the little mages.
Shall we begin?
Means that's for his tier 2 weapon. Yeah, that's for his tier 2. Indeed.
Be at ease.
I'll show you everybody once we get done with this fight. We already lost Frederica in our fight, but everybody else is doing really, really well.
It's nothing personal. With years comes wisdom.
Yeah, I think this, compared to like the last time, we're doing way better. Last time, the fight was bad. Like, I don't know if you were here for it. It was pretty quick. Spring trap. So, basically, we're gonna trap this guy in.
This is my way of doing things.
I meant to show you that it was one.
I've been waiting for this.
You know what? Let's bait him into this. Oh, never mind.
Die! That was easy.
Defeat is not an option.
Never mind. Let's just regular sword.
Almost.
Are you trying to slap me with your book? I don't want that kind of knowledge. Okay, we're gonna utilize the higher ground, I think. Actually, we're gonna slumber stab him.
Try this.
Did they not... Are they not asleep? Lame.
Yeah. I'll show you what I can do.
Okay. This is fine. This is not fine.
Just hold on, everyone.
I've actually really come to like Narv as a character too, because just being able to use both, magic or healing and offensive magic is very, very useful. Narv has a lot of elemental skill plus a heal. Yeah, exactly. It's not a way to absorb information. It's osmosis of some sort. Boink. Alright, Bow of Serenity. Does not count as a back attack, so I think I need to move. I can't. Not and still get a good hit on this guy. Archibald has been one of those that when you upgrade him to, I think it's a tier 2 weapon, he becomes so much better. He gets an extra, like, movement or whatever, which is very, very useful. Otherwise, he kind of sucks. He sucks a lot, to be honest.
This battle is ours.
Alright. Focus, raise accuracy and luck, and gain one more command. However, you can only move once. If I move here... Can I don't think I can hit him still. Damn. I was hoping that I could still manage to Damn it, come here. I was hoping I could still manage to get him, but I don't think I'm be close enough.
This ends now!
Alright.
I must remain calm.
Spring trap. Okay, yeah, see, I've got a spring trap down to 1. I meant to keep on doing it. Who? Sorry? No, Narv. Narv. He really strikes a Narv. You know what? Let's do this.
Got it.
This is all about anticipating movements, right?
You're finished! That did it! Today is not the day I die!
That right there, the decoy? The decoy that explodes whenever you kill it? Best ever. Oh. Yin's in Eridor was funny movie. Dude, man, I'm telling you, we have I was doing it was one of the mock battles, I think. And it was the one where you have to keep people off the platforms. I was very much controlling everybody using Yin's and Eridor and Roland and Hasabara, all because they had knockback, and I kept on knocking them off the platform. Best moves ever. And you know what? You're done. You don't have to do anything.
Time for some sorcery.
Who's left? Look at this poor guy. Just run, dude. I need that. just go. There is no point in you even living at this point.
Ready or not, here I come!
That's another thing. I've been trying to get a little bit more comfortable using my quietus points.
Let me heal your wounds.
Yeah, it's a great play. Yeah, we'll see grinding XP, and also it's not just about grinding the XP, it's also about learning how to or getting it to the point where you can upgrade your weapons and such. And that's the only reason, because right now I don't only get like 4 experience points in that battle per person, if even that. So yeah. At this point, we're
So it comes to battle.
We're in good shape. We can actually do a ladder.
I'll show you what I can do.
Yeah, I don't like Yin's for a lot of his other stuff, but that spring trap is freaking amazing. Actually, here's a trick that I learned. If you want to get like a little extra for Anna, like a little extra movement, you can use her surmount. And I think at the next level, if I can get it, surmount becomes free to use. Yeah, because they exceed, but they don't, even though they exceed the gap, they don't, like, lose the, ability to earn materials for upgrade. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. Whoopsie. Anybody need help? Just you? Nah. We're just closing in on our final mark here.
I'll do my best.
For some reason I mixed up Benedict before I knew it. Oh, yeah. He's good. It's all good. He's fine. I'm gonna put the decoy over here. Like I said, I have really grown to appreciate Picoletta.
Allow me.
Which is gonna take forever to get there.
I shall do what I can.
His tier 1 attributes are unlocked and tier 2 almost. His... You talking about Benedict's? Oh my god, everybody's healed. Everybody be healed.
Victory goes to the quick.
Yeah. Benedict is very much a utilize him for buffing up characters and such. Alright, let's do a... Let's
try this.
Hold him in place.
Time to work.
Let's come here and... Dang it. I was hoping we would be able to get close enough. It does not look like it. Alright, Spring Trap, because why not? Basically, this is a nice way of using up points.
Please work.
Because anytime you do an action, you get experience, right? So...
Defeat is not an option.
That's something that I learned. It was like, even in like some of the mock battles, just draw them out as long as you can and have fun with them, you know? Alright, we're gonna Ramfo into this. Check this out.
You're in the way.
Bam!
Hurts, don't it?
Bam! Sorry, Pico.
Here I come.
Alright, we'll let Narv get a kill here.
Lightning.
Alright, that's victory. You use the pinky ring and jade thumb ring. Ooh, yeah. I think I need to buy those. Alright, what did we get? We got lots of kudos, lots of money. Medal of Bravery. I think I have almost everybody upgraded to their tier 2. Except for like maybe 2 people. The Jade Thumb Ring. Yeah, I know, it's like, it's really expensive.
Would you truly kill me, your ally, just to protect the Roselle?
Yes,
The Roselle
because he's a douche.
People. Your efforts shall bear no fruit.
How dare you insult my people?
Ah! How could you?
He's not dead until we see the blood come out. Yes! Yes!
I lose too many employers this way. I'd best make myself scarce.
As if we'd let you get away.
Too late. Silvio sent word of your betrayal eons ago.
Aww.
Expect Hyzant's army on the morrow. They'll finish the job then.
Hey, Simburus, welcome. So, as far as nobody being behind in levels, I'll show you what I do, because I've been color green. Wait, I don't have a color green command. I'll show you what I do for doing the levels. Oh.
And so, we've bought no time at all.
Dang. We kind of knew it was coming this way anyway. Hyzant was playing us, everybody against everybody.
I cannot thank you enough for coming to our aid.
Allow us to show our gratitude with a feast.
I'm afraid we haven't the time for such levity.
We must tend to the wounded, of course. But fight or flee, surely we have time enough to catch our breath and fill our stomachs. Let us not spurn their kindness.
The young lord's right.
Steal that belly of yours.
Morning, Nathan Burris. How you doing today? You came in right at the end of a battle. This one was the one that, like...
What are you doing here, dear Roland?
Killed us last time. So, much better.
Jerome is a young man of formidable convictions.
Indeed. He took the fate of his people in his hands and fought for their freedom.
Just as you have done.
I did what any lord would do to protect the sovereignty of their land. Nothing more. I will not see the Roselle stripped of their humanity and treated as objects.
Hyzant's goddess has always seen them as such.
History has ever seen the strong rule the weak, but that does not mean it must always be so.
I do not mean to excuse it. Rather, I see now that this village and all of House Wolford suffers because of the royal family's impotence.
Hi, Zio. Zio. I'll get it right one of these days. I'll get it right the first time one of these days. Probably just a short visit. Just woke up on my chair for a good pee. Oh. Well, I mean, hopefully it's good and not bad. Bad peas are awful.
That's not...
I speak the truth, and you know it. Cordelia and the people of Glenbrook cry for aid as we speak. Yet here I sit, cowering behind a mask and a false name. Who dare call me a leader?
Aw, are we gonna lose Roland? We're gonna lose Roland, but gain, Jerome. That's sad. It's like Kylo Ren, but it's Xylo. No, there is no L in there. It's Zio. Or was Xylo Ren taken? Which is really funny. When I played the Star Wars game, what was it? Star Wars Fallen Order, or Jedi Fallen Order. I actually went as Kylo Ren, I think, for the game, just because why not? So yeah, totally. I totally get that. How am I doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm good. News on selling the house. Hopefully we will be closing out the final paperwork and stuff tomorrow, which means a bunch of stress out of my way, which is nice. Hopefully I will let everybody know as I can. As soon as I know, you guys will probably know. Probably won't change anything much for you guys, but as far as what you see, but except for I might feel a little bit less stressed, which might be a good thing. So, and you were thumping for me? Well, thank you. I don't know what that means, but I'm glad you can thump for me. I appreciate that. Alright, chapter 10, part 3. Ugh. I'm running out of things to get rid of. To like copy over. Let's see, I want to keep this one right here because it's my furthest one back. Let's you know what? This game has a New Game Plus, right? So if I really screw things up, I can at least go back in New Game Plus. Let's overwrite this one. You were thumb, not thumping. Oh, huh. Yeah. I meant you're pressing your thumbs. Like, is that like that? I mean...
Serenoa, making a valiant stand in defense of the Rosellan village, slays Silvio Tellior. Word of their disobedience reaches the Holy One, who sends an army to conquer the heretics.
I am not familiar with that phrase. it is not amongst our normal daily, I don't even know. It's not, this is not part of our normal idioms. You thought you do it in America? Cross our fingers, I think, is what we would say if you're wishing somebody good luck. There it goes. Alright, Zylo. I see you. I see you there. Wait. That's different, isn't it? You usually do that as the Sith code. This is different. There is no emotion, there is peace. There's no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the Force. There is, well, this is the Jedi code.
With the enemy only a day's march from their doorstep, House Wolford and the Roselle scrambled to mount one last stand. Time is of the essence.
Chapter 12, In the Still of the Night. Isn't that a song? In the still of the night. I don't think it's right. That's in the middle of the night. I'm crossing the river of dreams right here. It's a Billy Joel song, that's what it is. Is there any other side story stuff? No. Wow, look at this. I think all of this is considered to be Esfrost. Or, yeah, look how much they now control. Wow. Glenbrook is like dwindling so bad. Poor guys. Okay, something like finger cross. Yeah, crossing your fingers, that's the big one. You call my name and I'm in your... I did not call your name. I'm here to take in the middle of the night. I've been walking in my dreams through the Roselle village, killing all the memes. I don't know. I don't know how it goes. You gotta take care of some stuff. Oh no, I scared Rand's off.
So that's the size of it. House Wolford has gone to such great lengths for us.
It was our decision and ours alone. Your people brought nothing upon us.
Yeah, lovely. I'm not even trying. I still can't try it. Once we get like completely set up and we get into a new house and such, the goal is to have an actual like studio or something where I can stream from and I can actually close the door and not interrupt the rest of the household and belt out tunes. So it seems indeed not used in the Anglophone areas. I knew about finger crossing, but I thought the German way is international too. Oh, no. No, I'm sorry, Isenbur, it's not. I'm sorry, that's a little bit different.
It is as Serenoa says. We are happy to do all that we can to protect you.
No Deutsch thumbing for
Forgive
you.
me, Lady Frederica, but your mother was Lady Orlea, was she not? You came to our rescue just as she did. I cannot help but feel 'twas fated to be so.
You knew my mother?
Where did you hear of this, Jerome? I've told you not a whit about her.
I overheard whispers between my mother and father long ago. Silo. Why would the elders labor to keep such information secret?
Because...
well, truth be told, we feared being persecuted anew.
And so your greatest fears have come true. Pray, hide no longer, and tell Lady Frederica what you know.
Oh, we get good history. Oh.
You know the history of Hyzant's suppression of the Roselle, yes?
We know little bits about it, yeah. It sucks.
Then you know of the Rosellan revolt that occurred 30 years ago. Your mother, Lady Orlea, led that uprising at the source. She led us to freedom from Hyzant's rule, here to the Wolfort domain. She was a woman of great courage. She even left a sizable gash upon the goddess's statue as we departed.
Sizable gash. This is what we do instead. Oh god. It's a picture. Oh. That's interesting. That's different. So those of you who don't want to click the link, or if you're watching the VOD, apparently what Isenburst is referring to is I guess good luck or something like that, and it's doing this. I don't know if I can like properly show you. That's interesting. Never heard of it, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
The statue that stands tall in the source. I've never heard tell of this gash.
I reckon not. Hyzant would never admit to such a thing. But we, Roselle, know the truth.
I had no idea my mother was involved with the revolt, let alone led it.
And it was my father who gave them this land to settle.
That he did. Lady Orlea, for her part, vowed to fight on, to liberate those who remained in Hyzant. The rest of us, battered and bruised in the escape, parted ways with her, and remained here to live out our days in peace.
Oh man, I don't know who the voice actor is for this, but it sounds so familiar. It reminds me of Mel Brooks. I think it's Mel Brooks from the old Mel Brooks movies, like Spaceballs. I'm thinking of Yogurt at this point. If he had a little bit more of like that thick, like northern, like New York or Philadelphian accent. I don't remember what accent it quite is anymore, but like if he had it just a little bit thicker, it would totally be him.
And so she eventually found her way to Esfrost, where she was taken in. I thank you for sharing such a wonderful chapter of my mother's history.
I hear she rallied the people to her cause with these words. The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
How much of this have you heard?
Hold. I beg you, recite those words once more.
Wait, what?
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
So there exists a key that gives the lie to the goddess's teachings. With that in hand, we can yet confront Hyzant.
Oh.
Pray tell, good elder, what might it look like?
Alas, I
like
fear
all
I do
keys.
not know.
I know not to what they were referring, but my parents always said Lady Orlea left it in this village.
IMDb, what is the name? The name of I think the actor's name is Mel Brooks, but I don't think that that's who this is for sure. I would almost guarantee it.
Then the key is here. Jerome, please. We would speak with your parents at once.
I'm afraid that's not possible. They both passed many moons ago.
In-game names? Probably just Elder.
We must find
Roselle
this key, Lord
Elder.
Serenoa. I know it sounds like a fool's errand, but I feel we have no other choice.
I agree. 'Tis a slight hope, but hope nonetheless. Let the search begin.
She's got one of those good old eldery raspy voices. Yeah, Elder. That's his name. Hello, Mr. Elder. Elder, Mr. Elder? Elder? We know the key is in this village, though precisely what form it takes still eludes us. I need more information. If the key does indeed remain in the village, I will find it. I must. Alright. Find kitty, pet kitty. Must pet all the kitties. Alright. I'm gonna go and look for any items on the map first. Before we actually dive into talking to people, because as we have found, sometimes talking to people in this game can take freaking forever. It is not in the list. Oh my god. Of course it's not on the list. It's probably just a random person that they have. A superior something or other. I didn't see what it was. Okay. Nope, no. Go back up. Okay, silver. Alright, examine, talk to. What are you looking for, sir? Is it a treasure? Well, yes, I am on a treasure hunt. And you? Are you playing hide and seek? So I'm looking for something that could help everyone in the village. I'm sorry we're causing such a commotion. I hear there's something incredible hidden in this village. Do you know anything about it? Yeah, let's do that. It's a secret, but if you promise not to tell anyone, it's hidden in my desk drawer. I call it my secret sweet store, and I'm going to eat it when nobody's looking. Of course, that's exactly what we're on the look for. Give me all your candy. Is that so? Well, thank you for telling me. You have my word. I shan't tell another soul. Tell his mom. Your kid is smuggling sweets at night. That ruffian, rapscallion. We just want to live our lives. Why must we be chased to the ends of the earth? You did this. This is all your... Why is it my fault? Not so. We are confronting the results of the Rosellan uprising from 30 years ago. You will never know how sorry I am that we cannot protect you. I beg you, gather your things and go. No... I feel your pain, but I only need know if Lady Orlea left anything behind. It may help us achieve peace. I don't know. All three of these kind of work out well to what we're trying to accomplish here, which is the finding out information. Let's do this one, just in case. Let's be direct. All I know is that we'll never go back to the life we had before. I wish you luck in your search. Pray, do not lose hope. The road ahead is arduous, but we must remain strong. House Wolford will do all it can for you. Say, you've taken all my venom, and still you show me kindness. Forgive me, truly, for I have misjudged you. I must think on what I can do to prepare. Absolutely. I'm a nice guy. Don't you forget it. Anything special? Well, there is a pelt in Jerome's abode that his parents were quite fond of. A pelt, eh? Oh, we've talked to you. Psh, I don't want to talk to you again. Go eat your candy and rot your teeth. Anything special or unusual in the village? Not that I've ever heard of. There are a number of objects within the village that could qualify as the key we are looking for. Yes, but are any of them actually, you know, Rosellan key-shaped? Like, I want to see giant key. Like, if this was Kingdom Hearts, it should be a key blade, okay? That's what I'm going for here. Mommy and Daddy are really upset, and I'm scared. Aw, poor kid. The Roselle have a long dark history of being oppressed, and I reckon they're none too happy about outsiders like us reminding them of it. Okay, well, of course not. You're looking for something old? I seem to recall seeing a rather old-looking mirror behind the Elder's house. It was quite brilliant all those years ago, but I'm sure it's rusted over by now. Let's see. Is this the Legends? Is the Legend so old it's been forgotten, or is someone keeping something from us? I think someone's keeping something from us. They don't want us to find this. They leave us no choice but to upend this village. I cling to the thought. I think, you know what, honestly, I think we're going to end up losing Roland and getting Jerome instead. Basically, one spear for another spear. Although, we're not going to have the lovely ability to use a horse, which kind of sucks. I cling to the thought that Lady Orlea's last great hope for us lay in this very village. I wish it to be true from the bottom of my heart. Let's see, something special in the village. What you seek is old. The Elder may know of it. Well, the Elder's not been much help, okay? Okay, iron. I've never seen the pelt this color before. Perhaps this is the one Jerome's parents took such a liking to. Perhaps this pelt is the key that will show us the way forward. Okay, we learned about the pink pelt. We also need to find out about the mirror, since that was mentioned. Okay. Whenever I look at my children, I am reminded that we cannot bow to Hyzant's demands. Okay. With Orlea's key in hand, we may at long last land a grievous blow against Hyzant. We must speak with the other villagers to learn what they know of it. What was Mother trying to say, Serenoa? We have to find that key. Okay, here's the mirror. Examine it, damn it. It's an old rusty mirror. Ah, yes, that's the one. Pray, wait a moment. I'll polish it for you. There, isn't it beautiful? My word, the designs on this mirror are exquisite. I had no idea that rust hid such splendor. Perhaps this mirror is the key that will show us the way forward. I don't think so. Or maybe, ooh, what if it's a combination of all the devices? Now, I know we mean to search the village, but what are we searching for? Okay. Stop it. Stop it. I don't want to go and talk to the Elder. Yep, over the camera. I don't want to talk to the Elder yet. We should seek out one who knows the legend of the Roselle. That would be our best chance at finding the key. Okay, so that's pretty much the Elder. But didn't the Elder be like, nah, fam, we don't want to tell you anything? Is there any other doors that we can go in and out of? There's the one there. But I think that's it, right? I suppose the pink pelt, Jerome's parents. Okay, yeah. No. Watch Jerome be like Frederica's brother or something like that. Okay. No. Go indoor. Alright. Crystal? That's an upgrade material. Alright. I know nothing of any key, and you'll find nothing of any import in my home. We took such great pains to flee the source, yet our past continues to haunt us. Perhaps we are tainted after all. Okay, that's all he has to say. This is not much help. Okay, is there anything else? Anybody else we can talk to? We've looked at the mirror. We've looked at the pelt. I don't see any other doors we can go through. Right? Damn. God, think pink bastards are the one. Oh my god, they are. These pink. Oh, I mean, nothing. Why not? Why not think pinks? Okay. Now I was fascinated with the background of the crossing fingers. I remember crossing fingers behind the back is a sign for lying in Germany. Well, yeah, behind your back, but like that's because you're trying to hide it. It's deceptive. Honestly, I don't know of anything, like, after talking to all these people, like, I am nowhere closer. Maybe talk to somebody again? Do not hesitate if you need anything more. I want to find this kid's bedroom. I'm gonna steal his candy. Damn. Okay. I still think it's a combination of the mirror and the pelt. It has Christian origins. Of course it does.
Elder, for the sake of the Roselle, I've come to speak with you about the key.
Lord Serenoa, I am not one to speak in metaphor and code. I bid you tell me precisely what it is you seek.
Oh my god, there's a third option. We talked to everybody. Nobody even mentioned it.
Pelt be the key.
The pelt of a pink boar. I suppose you haven't encountered them near the castle or the harbor, but they are all around us here.
Ah, my mistake.
I am just an old man, Lord Serenoa. I assure you I know nothing of this key.
I wonder if the answer's the same all around, no matter what you find out.
Wasn't the key? Perhaps.
Okay, ask about something else.
Do you think this pink mirror could be the key?
My word.
The pink pattern suggests this mirror is quite old. Might it be an item mentioned in Rosellan legend?
I never thought I'd see this again. It was a gift from my late wife. I scarcely recognized it without all the rust.
Of course.
Might this be the key?
Nope.
I can't say it is. But you'll never know how grateful I am that you found it.
Aw, well...
I've shown the Elder everything I have. I suppose whatever might lead me to the key has eluded my grasp.
We talk to everybody, right? I think that's what's probably most frustrating in this game, is you'll go and dive through every single thing in a town, talk to every single person that came over. Yeah.
The sun rises.
And we've got nothing to show for it.
Roland, I have a favor to ask of you.
And what might that be?
Take Frederica and get out of here.
Serenoa!
Please, live on.
And what will you do?
I shall stay here.
You said I was a member of House Wolfort. Please do not tell me that was a lie. I shall stay here with you.
Game over indeed.
Frederica,
Wow.
As will I. I fight with you to the end, my friend.
Roland.
I will protect the prince until my dying breath.
And I refuse to leave Frederica's side. Benedict.
Listening, the elder's got a similar smoky voice. Yeah, it's got that weird... I don't even know how to describe it. It's very raspy.
Anna, you...
Say no more. I am
You
with
say... You say more powerful. Yogurt was more powerful. But that was also, what, like, 20 or 30 years ago? So, like, yeah. May the Schwartz be with you.
Anna.
Stop sulking, all of you. This ain't like House Wolfort at all.
I suppose you're right. We must go forward with our heads held high. Until the very end.
Will none of you go? Truly.
Aw, we have loyal subjects.
I see. Then
King
we make
Serenoa.
our stand together. Today may be the day the Wolfort name vanishes from history. But we have nothing to fear. For our memory shall be engraved deep within the very souls of the Byzantine army. They will remember that Wolfort fought proudly in this land of Norzelia.
Something tells me this fight's going to be really rough.
The Byzantine army strikes at dawn, sieging the Rosellan village where House Wolfort entrenches themselves. Despite the overwhelming difference in their military might, the battle rages on.
Oh my god, is this
That
truly?
night, the Wolfort name vanishes from the map of Norzelia. Some say they were tragic heroes who remained true to their beliefs until the end. Others insist they were merely visionless dreamers who touted justice.
Is this truly the end of the game? Oh.
But soon, even the voices that speak of them vanish. All that remains is fire and blood. The war rages on, none knowing when it will end.
What a shitty way to end a game. It's all because I didn't find the key. Do I get to make other choices? Oh my god. Wow. They were like, nah, don't even try. Oh my god. Yeah, that's sad. Okay, well let's I guess we got the bad ending. Let's load the autosave. Let's see if we can figure out how to do this.
Serenoa making a valiant stand in defense of...
Okay.
Word of their disobedience reaches the Holy One.
Let's see if we can't, like, skip through his... oh, I did want to look here. So, Brands, I don't know if you're still here. Actually, you know what? It's fine. We'll come in here. I'm going to go to the encampment and, see about upgrading people. Because if we do this and there's ends up being a fight, then shh. Alright, promote class. Medal of Valor. Bad ending? Bad ending? Yes. It was a bat ending. Alright, I'm gonna get Eridor up, because I very much like his abilities.
Practice makes perfect.
I don't use Corrington enough, so... Alright. And trading post, I can't buy... These are the only 3 things I have left, I think. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Jens. And see who all we can upgrade. Passive, increased physical damage dealt during a tempest. Except we don't actually have anything that will cause a tempest right now. Let's see what Frederica has. She's got... we can upgrade her defenses. That's it. Alright. Picoletta. Oh, here you go. We can upgrade, what's his face? Alright. Wordsmith, dude. Increase damage. We can increase the effective charm or increase the success rate of ruffle. Okay, other than that, I don't think there's anything we can do to actually upgrade our characters, so... That really sucks. Wait, dang it. If I get the right phrase for a bad ending. What a magnificently futile use of mortal lives. Damn. Oh my god. Okay. Oh good, look, the chaos of battle. Battlefield is a place of chaos, with your friend and foe fighting for their lives. Regroup your forces and fell the enemy within the time limit. Ugh. Ugh, yuck, I hate time limit. No. Alright. Let's go ahead and make a save. Let's see if we can figure out where this extra thing is. I assume that it's you get it from talking to somebody and like they're like cool.
So that it was.
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna skip all this dialogue. Can I? Oh, I can. Let's just hard skip it. Victor, Corin, Mitchell, the British show, Taskmaster. Oh, wait, on the. They were the ones who said that? Okay. So, if I had to guess... Oh, number 1. We'd probably have to talk to everybody again. Meow. If I had to guess... We will probably need... some information from one of these other peoples. I'm just gonna talk to everybody real quick and get it over with. My guess is it's gonna come with one of the people that have the balloons over their heads, the dialogues, where we make a choice. Alright, there's the pink pelt. That's not it. Victoria. Keyboard needs to be unstick. Why is your keyboard sticky, Isenburris? Are these questions we need to ask? Okay. This is the pelt, dude. I am curious if you like find some information or whatever, if it changes later on. Like if we find out something and then use that to go and talk to the elder or whatever. Okay, I know nothing. Okay, took such great. I doubt the kid has it, but what if the kid's like, you talk to him about something and he's like, yeah, my candy stash is next to this weird relic or whatever that when you touch it just right, it glows funny. Okay, there's that. Because my desk is also a dinner table and smoker's lounge. Why is your desk getting sticky from smoking? This makes no sense, sir. I don't understand. Alright. Obtain silver. Let's talk to you. What are you looking for? Oh yes, I'm on a treasure hunt. And you? Are you playing hide and go seek? Okay. I'm looking for something to help everyone. I'm sorry we're causing such a commotion. It's okay, I always get yelled at for playing tag too loud, so I know how it feels. Many thanks. Perhaps I can join your game once I found what I seek. That's a promise, but you better know that I'm the best there is at playing games. Bet. Let's go. Alright, we just want to live our lives, so... not so we are confronting. You will never know how sorry I am. I beg you, gather your things and go. Let's try the second one. I don't even know at this point. Allow me to apologize. House Wolford has took us in when you have nowhere else to go, and I spat in your face, okay? Fear not. We'll find a way through it. Now's the time for strength. So no, like, there's nothing different. It's basically the same dialogue, just a different conviction. Okay, I'm gonna go look at the mirror. And then I want, like, everything. Gonna have to wiki this shit? Dude, I'm telling you, if we don't figure it out, then... There's tar in it? Okay, that makes sense. Ha ha ha. Yes, Ethan bursts the tar, it makes it sticky. Okay, the mirror is not the way forward, but we can show it to the elder. Okay. So he'll be happy and he'll love us. Alright. So yeah, nothing new. I'm gonna like jump around and click on everything on the map just to see if something will get us there. Oh my god. You can just go with everyone dies at the ending and be depressed for it for a week. I mean, I could. This is one way. It needs to be paved with bitumen? What? Wait. What's ceremony? We have to find the key. Yes, I know we have to find the damn key, okay? Nobody knows what the fuck we're searching for. I'm just getting pissed off now. Someone keeping something. They leave us no choice but to up in the village in the search. Do not hesitate. Okay, see, that right there, like, up in the village, I want to, you know, it's the cat. The cat is the secret. Tell me. And then everyone died at the end. I'm just looking for another entrance to a building that may have been missed. About you. Thank you. You've brought me a modicum of calm. With your house behind us, we may yet weather the storm. Alright, we learned about the pink mirror. We learned all that we can about the pink mirror. So can we actually learn more by the, Okay. You can make a flowchart of the game ways. Everything gets better with flowcharts. You know what? That's not a lie. Everything gets better. Unfortunately, I don't think any of this stuff... Hold on. There are a number of objects within the village that could qualify as the key. Look at this person when they... Oops. When they talk... Oh, never mind. Maybe it was the angle I was at. I felt like the text was all glitchy. Now watch it be something in like one of these windows. Like that nobody would even see. I once tried to flowchart my life, but but keep it updated. I mean, that's a job in itself, right? You're always working on that. Okay, now that we've looked around, talk to Elder again. See, I feel like it's not that he's keeping anything. I think he actually just has no freaking clue, and I'm pretty sure it's just because he's old as dirt and he doesn't know what's going on. So the problem with keeping a flowchart of your own life, Isamburus, is it's probably very linear. Because you know what choices you made. Alright. Yeah, I'm not finding anything. Good luck. I hope you find it. Do you have any ideas? Is it your candy stash? God dang it. Where's the... Is there anybody I haven't talked to? It's Jerome. Last great hope for us lay in this village. See, I'm wondering if there's something to do with, like, the well, you know? Like, can we go down and search the bottom of the well? I'm thirsty. I want water. Why do you guys have this boarded up? Let me search your well. Ball sacks. To be fair, I didn't mean retrospectively as such. Oh. Oh. Hey, can I talk to you about your well? Damn it. Open the well, cat. Wait. I thought that just said examine. Hold on. Is there a secret passage? Can we pull on this and, like, open something up? No, I think it's just this dude. Man, I was so hopeful. Talk. Were the animals of species human have... I don't want to look this up, and I don't want to be okay with it just being over with. You can do it, you believe? The animals too, they do have to react. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I've gone to every corner, every single possible place that we could, talk to every single person. I am constantly just mashing the A button to see if there's anything that we can, like, suddenly look at. To be honest, the answer could have been somewhere earlier in the game. Oh, I hope not. Oh, that could suck. Because that would mean we basically are at a end of game. Alright. Alright, you guys did this to me. Let's pull it up. Google is a mouse click away. What is this chapter called again? No, I don't want to end this. This is, see, Triangle Strategy, Chapter 12. In the Still of the Night. There are 3 possible keys, and just maybe if I can... let's see, we learned about Pink Belt, Pink Mirror. And the 3rd, speak to Benedict. Okay, well, I thought we spoke to Benedict. Okay. Maybe I need to do it again. I wonder why the village elder would so vehemently deny the key's existence. I should almost like to search his home myself, preferably while he is away, though I know he would not grant such a request from the likes of me. Okay, so this is probably a talk to different people. Yeah, I have something to ask of you. I want you to get rid of the elder. I should like to search the elder's home, but I know he'll never grant me permission. It pains me to ask you to do this, but might you be able to draw him out of his house for a moment? Ordinarily, I would not stand for deceiving an old man, but I agree that this may be the only chance we get. Okay, so this is it. Elder, forgive me, but may I speak to you outside for a moment? An audience with Lady Frederica? To what do I owe the honor, and what would you ask of me? See, you can do it. I had to Google it. I didn't go too far deep into the Google rabbit hole, though. Alright. He was sitting on it the entire time. Is a pink turd. A box hidden beneath a rug. Which has seen the elder did have something to hide. So why is the elder hiding it? Well, that's one hell of a turd. It's an old bastard. Yeah, exactly. Perhaps this rock is the key that will show us the way forward. Alright, we learned about the pink rock. Okay. If there are any stories, do you remember the days gone by? I should love to hear them. Anything at all will do. I am afraid I have none to tell, my dear. I endeavor to forget the past. Well, forget this, you pink shatting rock dude. Maybe he forgot. He's old. I mean...
Elder, for the sake of the Roselle, I've come to speak with you about the key.
Lord Serenoa, I am not one to speak in metaphor and code.
Okay, I am going to go ahead and go through the pink mirror, because at least he makes him happy.
Do you think the pink...
It was...
Might the...
Nope.
Nope. Alright.
So that wasn't the
content
key.
with letting everyone die. Like,
I mean, ask the elder about something else.
Yeah. Did he actually know this? Ask about something else. Don't give up. Okay, offer the pink rock.
Could this pink rock be the key?
Where did you find that?
So it is the key. What do you know of it?
Clearly I can deceive you no longer. I shall tell you everything.
Aha! Maybe he is old as the name implies. Oh man, he is... Oh my god. Way to ruin the game for everybody, Elder. Freaking boomer.
What is this strange pink rock?
A simple taste shall tell you all you need to know.
It's pink salt.
My word, it tastes of salt. No, it is salt.
Truly, a rock of salt.
Indeed, it is. And the story behind it is a long one. This crystal before you was brought here by Lady Orlea.
My mother brought this?
It's a salt lamp.
And you knew of this the whole time, Elder?
Yes, but the seeds of conflict ought not to be left in the sun where they are apt to grow. That was our decision.
Are there any other crystals like this?
There are. Lady Orlea spoke of a repository rife with salt, hidden somewhere in Norzelia.
And where might that somewhere be?
That's the mines.
Unfortunately, I do not
That's
know.
what they found in there that kicked off this whole mess.
Passed with Lady
I'll
Orlea
bet.
herself.
Do you know anything about this, Lady Frederica? Anything at all? Did your mother ever mention these crystals to you before? It is imperative that you remember.
He forgot because he was high. That's why he has the raspy voice. Now he's dishing a bullshit story to hide it.
I apologize, but this is my first time hearing of them as well.
Old man would be getting a beat down.
Calm yourself, Benedict.
It is right. Let's take him to the back alleyway. I've seen it.
The very existence of this crystal changes the nature of our realm as we know it.
Things can happen back there.
You have ever wondered why Hyzant oppresses the Roselle or confines them to the source? This is your answer.
So they did it all to hide the existence of the repository and monopolize salt.
And not just that. Anyone who finds that repository could reign over all Norzelia.
Which was S-Frost.
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. It is one of Hyzant's fundamental beliefs, one that, due to their monopoly on both salt and the source, has appeared true all these years. But no longer. With this crystal alone, we can prove their doctrine false.
Revealing their absolute teachings to be mere fabrications would shake Hyzant to its very core.
We go and get into his smoke leaf snack. Oh, no.
There may be hope for us yet.
Punishment.
A report, my lord. Hyzant's army is on the horizon.
Alright.
Lord Serenoa, if you would, I should like to be the one to speak to them.
Of course, Benedict. I leave the matter in your capable hands.
Down with the Hierophant.
Lord Serenoa, how unfortunate it is for us to meet under such circumstances. But for disobeying the Holy One's order, I must strike you down.
Yeah, there was
Minister Exham, there is something we wish to show you.
We would have never have survived that. Look at that. All the cavalry. Shh. No. No wonder why we got wiped from history. The bad ending.
It is a mere fragment of something we have discovered in this village. It is a crystal made entirely of salt.
What madness is this you speak? This is salt indeed, but how is this possible?
It appears to have been passed down among the Roselle, and in a quantity large enough to rival the source.
Unbelievable.
Perhaps so, but we have proof. Salt can be found in places other than the sacred grounds beneath the goddess's feet. I am certain the implications do not escape you.
What is it that you want?
So, if they were wise, they would have just been like, nah fam, we're gonna keep the lie. We're gonna tell it how we want and not listen to what you have and basically wipe out the entire village. It would not be beneath them in their hate for the Roselle. So honestly, it makes me think that Exham is actually a pretty decent person. The fact that he won't just like instantly be like, yeah, y'all are fucked anyway, so.
An audience with the Holy One.
And
a guarantee of safety for us and everyone in this village.
It would be a waste to dispose of both the crystal and House Wolford here.
Yeah, see.
Very well then. I shall secure you an audience with the Holy One. And you have my word that the village will be safe from harm.
Yeah, they'll just do it later. Dumb. Just do it here.
Oh, how I wish I could see the Holy One's face contorted so.
But I think Exham is like, I can't remember, but I think he's kind of like somewhat conspiratory
We owe our
on his
lives
own.
to this. A crystal of salt. Or salt crystal, shall we call it?
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessings of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
Can you imagine if crystals like this were hidden beneath the surface of Norzelia?
I cannot imagine Hyzant being blind to their existence. Salt is the lifeblood of their nation.
Agreed. Which leads me to believe that they have relentlessly oppressed the Roselle to hide it.
You intend to negotiate with the Holy One, then?
Correct. This time, we shan't fail. Not with this salt crystal in our hands. Hyzant will swear its support to us.
So,
if their teachings are truly false, could you not ask them to free the Roselle at the source?
That is a risk we cannot afford to take. Our first priority is rebuilding Wolford. Without it, we cannot even hope to protect our own Rosellan village. I do hope you understand.
Now see, I have to agree with Benedict, but I think he used the wrong choice of words to describe why. I think he should have basically been said, look, we're already going to be shaking their foundations by bringing this thing up I don't think we should just automatically assume that we can change the entire nation that's full of prejudice against a single pink-haired people based on a salt crystal.
I see. I suppose you are right.
Maybe that was a nicer way of saying that. I don't know.
What will I do?
I tire of being made to decide like this time and time again. Don't you, Serenoa?
I do. Our choices grow ever harder, each time piercing me deeper.
It's time we decide what to do for ourselves. I wish to reclaim Glenbrook. With Hyzant beside us, we can defeat Frost.
Welcome, Miyu Harumi? Harumi? You rated in from someone. Well, welcome. It's nice to have you here. And, I hope you enjoy some triangle strategy. Yeah, it was KK, yeah. Yeah, he was... Whoa, that was a while ago. It was 2 hours ago. Well, I'm glad to have you here. We are... Like I said, we're in chapter 12 now. We actually got a bad game over, and we had to look up an answer because... Whoops! You've been lurking here since. Oh, that's fine. It's no worries. I'm glad to have you here, and welcome. My name's Silo, by the way. It's good to meet you. Most medieval battles ended in negotiations. Only the outcome of canon really destructive. Wait, yeah, the outcome of the canon. Oh, of the canon. Sorry, I can't read. Okay, it happens. I've never heard of this game. The art is so cool. So this came out, I think, about a year ago. I think it's done by the same team that did Octopath Traveler, which was another game that came out here in the last, like, we'll say 5 years. Oh goodness, it's done kind of as a love letter to older tactics style video games, like well, specifically Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre, Fire Emblem, those kind of things, and it has a lot of similarities to it. You actually make choices inside the game, and that affects kind of the outcomes that you have with it, and it has been interesting because we have made some choices that really feel like bad ideas. So we're gonna find out. We actually failed to properly explore a town, and yeah, that ended poorly. That ended in pretty much we faded from history because we got annihilated, so we had to go back and like replay it a little bit.
So when we meet, I will ask the Holy State to go to war with us.
It happens. But yeah, I absolutely love the artwork. I love the music. I love a lot about this. It scratches an itch.
House Wolford protects the Roselle in defiance of the Holy One's orders. Hyzant sends an army to punish Wolford for their disobedience. Cornered though they may be, Serenoa and his comrades discover a crystal of salt, hidden in the Rosellan village. Benedict leverages its very existence in negotiations with the opposing General Exum and succeeds. The crystal holds the power to change not only Hyzant, but the entire land of Norzelia. With it in hand, Serenoa goes to meet the Holy One.
Right. Make sure there's no extra storyline stuff. So I did want to look because we got some items inside of that town, and that we can use that maybe to upgrade some of our characters. So let's see who gets upgraded now. Lionel, we can actually upgrade Roland to rank 2. Yay! Damage, health. Let's see. Decrease the TP cost of double thrust or by rush. I think rush is a 3, double thrust is a 2, so that'd be good. Increase damage dealt by critical hits. Honestly, I would much rather see this, because double thrust is very, very useful. And we could actually upgrade all the way to the top. Really? Oh, is there anybody else we can go all the way to the top with? Hold on. Indestructible stone. We could go all the way to the top with Serenoa. I'm going to do Serenoa. He exists on almost every battle, so for sure. Let's see. Grant 1 TP to allies within range. It's a usable banner. Let's see. Recover HP when you defeat an enemy. I'm going to do this one. This seems like it's a really, really good thing. It's usable in battle. Yes, very, very good. And then I don't know if any of our other people will be able to be upgraded like that, but that is so cool. Hey, Spicy Taco! Dude, how you doing? You are up late. And welcome. Farewell, my lord. You missed it. We got the bad ending. One of them anyway. I'm sure there's more than one. I am gonna save though, because by golly, I don't want to have to replay that and live that sorrow anymore. The ankle saga. No! No, the ankle saga. I thought everything was done with ankle. Dare I ask? At all. Wound isn't healing. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, indeed. I am going to come out here and we're going to do this Chaos of Battle because I kind of want more stuff. But yeah, what's up with the wound not healing? Is this a new development? Is it spicy? You don't have to answer that. That was horrible. Alright, let's see. Who all do we have in this? I have no idea. We need to kill people quickly. So I'm going to take out Yins. I'm going to put in...
Please, leave everything to me.
Put in you. I am going to take out you. And put in
I'll do
you.
my best.
Yeah, we'll do this. Oh my god, look at this. This is... Oh, brute. What the heck, man. Alright, Eridor. Okay, I'm gonna switch Roland over here. I am going to put... Oh god, this is terrible. Everybody is also spread out. Let's do this. I'm gonna take Picoletta and put her here. Oh, I have all the bad feelings about how this fight's gonna go. Okay, Serenoa's up top. Oh, wow. Doing 6 weeks of hyperbaric oxygen therapy now. Oh, gosh. I take us out, Jens. Poor guy. Jens is such a strong Scandinavian name. I feel like you're partial to that name. Not exactly sure why. Actually, put you here. Gosh, this is gonna be bad. In general, I think this is gonna be bad. Run out of time. We have 75 turns to win. Okay, treasure chests are scattered in the battlefield. Stand next to it to open it. Okay, cool. Yeah. Basically, lay in a glass chamber filled with 100% pure oxygen for 2 hours a day. Ugh. Okay. We gonna win? We gonna lose? This will be our last thing we do for the night. I want to start out the next time with all the good story stuff. So, alright, Chaos of Battle.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Okay. Let's do... Grant an ally the chance to act twice on their next turn. I think I would much rather start buffing up my peoples.
I feel better than ever.
Yeah. In the meantime... kind of want to put Benedict out here. No, I'm gonna just leave him alone. He can stay right here.
Your orders?
Alright. If I come here, can I slumber stab? 72% chance?
Sleep.
I'll take it. Did it work? I don't think it did. Damn. I sure hope so. Just ready to put all that behind you. I imagine so, man. This has been a journey that I don't think I'd wish on anybody.
My turn.
Okay. Double thrust.
Take that! Brace yourself!
That is a very good attack. Had it to do with the diving? No, it's I don't even know what to describe. How to describe it? Okay, I'm gonna come here because we get the best range out of all of this. And we are going to blinding arrow this dude.
Darkness engulfs you.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Damn it.
Defeat is not an option.
Not to diving, it's just more oxygen to get into my blood. Natural healing abilities. Yeah, it's I don't even know how to describe it. It was something. I don't even remember what we just, like, if you've ever talked to me about why it happened in the first place, if it was just an injury or just randomly found it, I don't remember. I know we talked a little bit, but...
Help me, please.
Okay. I can move over here and hopefully paralyze this guy.
Ready to see a spell?
Oh, good. Is pressured to 2 atmospheres. Random gene mutation. Okay, I knew it was cancer, but I didn't remember like how it was actually discovered in the first place. Damn it.
I'll do my best.
Alright. Let's put a decoy out right here. Surgery, radiation, and now this. Yeah, I know it's been a journey and a half and not fun. To put it lightly.
I'll take you on!
Alright, if I come over... I need to get behind that dude. I don't think I can. Let's see, Ramfo. Probably the best one. Check this. Wait, on the attack. Raise your strength, but lower your physical defense. I don't want to do that.
Out of my way!
Do like that. Only knew of diving. Okay, just read about its use for infections and other illnesses. Yeah.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Rude.
Tis but a trifle.
I only knew of diving accidents, and deepest divers basically live in a chamber for weeks. Yes, but that's for a different purpose. I mean, it's completely different. That's what I thought they were used. Apparently used for more. See, I think that's really cool that there is more. Oh, what did you fucking poison my? Ugh. I am not going to die this way. I will if I'm not careful.
Very well.
Alright. I think I have to attack this guy. Basically. Okay, paralysis.
My quest is one step closer to
nice.
completion.
Let's see. Of course, is a different purpose, but same technique. Let's see. It just sucks as 2-hour round trip plus 2 hour. Oh wow! It's a 2-hour round trip. Is there not something? There's probably is something in the city close. I don't know if you want me telling what city you live in. There probably is something in the city nearby. However, unfortunately, it probably doesn't. Yeah. It's still a travel to get there. Are you kidding me?
I shall try my level best.
Alright. Let's do this.
We must move fast.
Why is everybody freaking provoking me? Stop it.
I will end this.
That sucks. Yeah, it... this sucks.
For victory!
Alright. We can kill this dude.
You don't stand a chance!
Alright, one down.
Yeah! This battle is won.
Well, that's nice. I thought I wouldn't get a chance to do anything.
You've done it now! For the honor of House Wolfort.
Okay. Let's do... Well, we can kill you. I would be... Well, actually, the battle mage is the worst. Okay, yeah. Cool. Okay, it's way past your bedtime. No, I understand. Spicy, have a nice night, man. I am so sorry to hear that... Shit. Keep us updated. I would, love to make sure that everything's alright, and I know that it may not be the greatest of situations, but... No, leave Narv alone.
Let the show begin!
Alright. $143, 139. Alright. Pow. Bam. I'm decently hopeful that we can do this battle. I'm kind of worried.
Help me, please.
Okay. All right.
Lightning!
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned that we may not do this fight. Yeah, I was worried about that.
Shall we begin?
Where's Frederica? Alright. Let's move here. Damn. Dang. Can I use Quietus points? I can. Oh, I can. Heal Narv. I was so totally certain that I couldn't do this.
Whew, thank goodness.
Alright, is there any other Quietus we can do? Raise the movement of all allies by 2. Yes.
Ready for more.
So now we can move more. Damn it, I'm not close enough. Do I have any more Quietists? Let's light wave. I want to move Gila to here. And then we can cure Frederica.
Allow me.
Okay.
You have my gratitude.
Come at me!
Alright, if I come here, we can kill this guy. Shit, we didn't kill him? No. Unfair. Alright, Scorch you? Scorch, oh. Scorch this guy. Let's get 2 people at once.
2 ashes. Behold true power.
Alright. And then you can die.
Tremble in fear.
This is... I'm kind of upset that the one guy stole my unit, or stole my item.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Okay.
Your defense is weak.
What have we here?
Aw.
My knowledge grows deeper.
We missed. Okay, he's... might die the next turn.
Impossible.
Alright. Crap.
Into the shadows.
Anna, disappear. Do what you're best at. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I won't lose.
Alright, I should be able to kill this guy.
Huh. It ends here.
Goodbye.
Okay, we are free of our fury. Let's see if we can't kill this guy. I'm actually in pretty high hopes that we can win this entire fight. I think it's possible. I was a bit worried though for a while. Oh god. Never mind. I like it because the AI can't really figure out what the hell it's doing at this point.
Help me.
Can we actually hit? No, we end up hitting Serenoa. What about if I come here? Dang it, I'm looking for a way that we can hit the mage. I think this will work. Oh god, no. What about this side? Dang it. You know what? We're gonna get her out of the way. Let's come up here and grab this treasure chest. Why not?
I'll take it from here.
Okay. And also, I did not think about this because Yulia up there is really bad.
Here I come.
Okay. Let's see if we can't kill the battle mage. Dead. Okay, good. Oh, I feel not hungry yet. Okay, that's good. Okay, throw poison.
Suffer.
And silver dagger.
Allow me.
I shall do what I can.
Let's see, can we cure anybody? No. But we can come back over here. And intern. Alright, scorching time. We'll get some TP back for this.
The powers in me.
I feel not hungry yet, but I think throw a Brötchen in the machine. Why not? Why not? Brötchen sounds really good right now.
My time is now.
Okay. What's your health at? You're at 5 health. You're going to freaking die. Oh my god, he didn't die.
Come at me!
That surprises me. I thought for sure we had him. It was a... Felt like that one was a no-brainer.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Okay. Who all's left? There's a gentleman down there. We can give Narv the attack.
Preparation is key.
Time for some sorcery.
This was a waste of time. Crap. What about over here? Okay, Scorch. We can kill this guy.
The fruits of my studies.
My turn.
Okay. Roland, I think everybody now is on this other side of the map, which sucks because there's a lot of travel to get there.
Time to take flight.
If I come here, can I hit him? I can. Shadow stitching. Get him.
Not another step.
I updated the game and did put some 2 eggs. Wait, updated. I don't like to live where I do, but I have several sources of real good eggs and at a reasonable price. I can imagine so.
Time to work.
I can imagine so. I feel like I'm not going to get near as many items in this fight as I really wanted to. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get near as much as I wanted it.
Help me.
Alright, let's open the chest. Ranged Firestone.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
And then 29 left. Normally on a battle like this I would go around and like completely soak up like all the random items that we glean from people's, but unfortunately that is not going to happen.
Let me heal your wounds.
But we can. No, don't intern. Open it.
Let me show you what I've learned.
All right. Fire Eater. Flame. I can't. I don't think I can get close enough. Maybe here. Yeah, here we are.
Flames, heed my call.
Okay.
Now then.
We may indeed have a chance to earn a few things.
The heavens cry.
Okay, we good now. We're just getting experience, so I think that is our last person. And they will die as soon as they move, I think. So I'm basically going to intern here, draw them out, and in the process we're going to go around and see if we can pick up any of these stray items, which I don't think we can.
This should do.
I shall do my best.
Here I come.
Okay. Yeah, things are good.
Charge.
I really wish I could get up here, but I don't know if I... What's the amount of jump that he can do? Because, like, he can't make that. There's no way he can make the other one up. Okay. Where are there other items hiding? There are none. Okay.
I will end this.
Alright. We're basically gonna surround this guy.
Forward.
$19 left. Ugh. Oh my god, that counts as a turn? Oh no. Alright, Huette is 15, so she'll still get one more turn. Maybe.
Time to take action.
And I can't get Yulio in there.
What should I do?
I can't get him in there to do anything. I'm just gonna do the decoy here. A friend of mine produces organic eggs. The hens have a lot of space and usually outside, except if the bird flu laws are ordered for where he has the family farm. But the cold barn is so big they got more space and light than most.
All heads shall prevail.
Rip that one. They still got more space and light than most other hens. You can taste the fresh insects in their diet to speak. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. Alright.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
I want that one. Like, I am... 1 second. 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Roland will have to be the one, I think, to take him out. Or Anna. We're not going to get that item. Dang it. I wanted that item so bad. We got a lot of iron. See, that... that sucks. A lot. Don't be a stranger. I know. We're there. Because nobody can actually level up now. Because it's so freaking expensive, basically. Hey, you might be able to. Hold on. Does anybody require iron? I don't think anybody does. I think that's part of my problem. You require iron. You've got plenty of iron. That does me no good. Dang it. Alright, well that one's gonna suck because it's gonna be really rough to get through. Okay, let's save. I don't know if I'll be able to, I don't think I'll be able to really gain a lot of the bonuses from that until I get, like, over-leveled for that battle. So, alright. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night now. Let me see who all's on. I don't have anybody online. I guess Sunday night's just a good relaxing night. I think we'll call it a night here. Cause, I don't know. No, not terrible. Hens usually eat a lot of insects. Wait, and they... God, wait. Eat a lot of insect protein like flies, ticks, worms, etc. Start rant, not like this mix of slaughtering, rest, pulps, vegetable. What? Rant. I know, I figured it out. Yeah. I'm tired. I didn't think I'd be this tired. Oh, goodness. Y'all do me well. I appreciate you coming out. Isenburst, thanks for coming in. Spicy, I know you're already in bed, but thanks. Brands, good to have you here earlier. KK and Black Diamond and everybody, thanks for the raid, for all the resubs, for all the wonderful things in general. It's good having y'all here. Next stream should be Tuesday. Should be, unless weird things happen. We're supposed to close on the house this week, so I have no clue how that's going to affect anything. If it's going to even affect anything. It shouldn't, but you never know. And then... yeah, Tuesday will be RimWorld, and then Thursday we will do Hard Space, because I freaking enjoyed getting a chance to relax with that game, and then we'll go from there. So, you cross my fingers. Man, I'm thinking it'll be this week. We have it on good authority, right? It's... let's see... That's weird. It's... I can't even read German anymore, okay? That's how tired I am. Ich drück dir die Daumen. It'd be fine if I knew what drück meant. Get to sleep. Thank you. That's all I can say. Press. Okay. Oh, you press my thumbs? I should have guessed. Yeah. Pressing the thumbs. Thanks, Eastern Burris. Much appreciated. Y'all take care. I will talk to you guys on Tuesday, Thursday, or next Sunday. So, bye everybody.